To continue with Unit 2 lesson. So today I'm going to talk about my lesson 2. I've already done the lesson. So this is how I did my lesson. I start off with the greetings, like I told you before, to greet. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, I'm good. And you? So while the students are standing, I make rock, scissors, paper with them, the janking game. And then if it's if I bring out, for example, scissors, and any of the students have scissors, they call it ICO, so they have to sit down. Then if the winner is the only person I want standing, so the loser and the ICO, those with the same with mine, we have to sit down. Then I do this two times. Then the number of students that are still standing, I consider them the champion, and I always do papa papa papa. My student, they love this sign, like I told you before. So try and incorporate it into your lesson. Your students will love you for that. So I now ask them to, all the champions, to sit down. Then I go ahead and ask them the weather, the day, and then usually the date. When I ask them for the date, they don't, because they've not learned. They are yet to learn the month and how to say the date. I'll just tell them to repeat after me. If it's May 6th and stuff like that. So to continue with the lesson, I review what we've done. It's always very important for us to review our lessons so that our students will, move along with us. So I review the lesson with them by asking them how is the weather, and then I show them the flashcards. It's snowy, it's stormy, it's da da da. So I write the target for this lesson 2 on the board, and usually it's written in Japanese, and then they all have, as a class, they all have to read it aloud for them to know what the target of this lesson 2 is all about. So let's move on. Now, I told you I have a froggy, a, a toy I always use to skit small talk. So in this case, this particular small talk, I'm going to use Mr. Froggy. So there's A, B, and the skit goes like this. Hello, Chini. Hello, Froggy. How is the weather? It's sunny. Whoa, let's play tag. Okay, let's. Now, students will listen to this small talk, and then I'll give them a few seconds for them to talk with their partners. What is the small talk all about? And then I'll call on a few students to explain to me. Of course, they will use Japanese because they are not, their vocab for English is still very small. So now, when they now tell me what they think the small talk is all about, I now let them watch and think. On the textbook, there's a video. Let's watch and think. One. So I play this video. It's a very short video, and I play them one by one. So after playing each of them one by one, I ask them what the video is all about. I put the weather. If they say it's snowy, I'll put the weather. It's the snowy flashcards on the board. Then for the snowy, let's make a snowman, because that video one, it's about a place where there's lots of snow, and then the kids running around playing with the snow, and then eventually they made a snowman. So make a snowman. The flashcard for that word, I place it on the board, and then I do the pronunciation of the word with them. Then I allow them to watch all the videos. They are very short, and then I also check the words with the students. So for on the video, these are the words. Let's make a snowman when the weather is snowy. Let's play tag when the weather is cloudy, and let's play cards when the weather is rainy, and let's play dodgeball when the weather is sunny. So like I said before, for each of the video, I put the flashcards, and then we practice pronunciation. So on their next page, on their textbook, page 8, there's a let's listen one there. And on the let's listen one, there are three pictures, 1, 2, 3. So before I let them do this listen one, I confirm with the students, like this picture. What is this picture about? This one, it's play dodgeball, play tag, and then play cards. Then up, you can see on top of each of this place. Let me show you. On each of it, here, they put a small sign showing what the weather is like. So this is the picture of the three kids. 1, 2, 3. So students will listen. For example, if I play question 1 for them, if they listen and the person says it's and the person said it's raining, let's play cards. So all the students have to do is to join this line to this line. So they listen to all the 3 questions, and then we confirm the answer together as a class. Okay. So after that, I there's a game I told you about in my previous video. The game is called 8 up, 7 up. Okay. Now this is how I usually play this game. This is the blackboard, as you can see, and then these are students. Okay, these students, you can see there are 5 students here. Originally, this 8 up, 7 up, the game is usually 7 students that comes out, but for the purpose of this lesson, the weather, like I told you, is about, on their textbook, is 4, and I added the 5th one, which is the stormy. So each of the students, when they come to the front of the classroom, they will have of course, you have to ask them for you ask them volunteer. Oh, they love to volunteer themselves. So when you choose 5 students, they come to the front of the classroom, and when they come to the front of the classroom, the other students that are sitting down, we have their heads down on their desk with their eyes closed. Okay. Now, these 7 are the 5 students. We have I'll give them the different flashcards: the cloudy, sunny, stormy, snowy, and rainy. Okay. Now, with these students, other students that are sitting down with their heads on their desk and with their eyes closed, these students with the flashcards, giving flashcard, will go and tap on any of their friends. For example, if the one holding this cloudy, we go tap on this. The one holding the sunny, go and tap on this. So they will tap on any of these to any of their friends they want to tap on. So the rule for this game, usually they say 8 up, 7 up, for the student to come back. But I divided it into 2. I told the students, when they hear 5 up, because they are just 5 of the students, right? So when they hear 5 up, they have to come back after tapping on their friends. They have to come back to their former position and stand there with the flashcards. And the students they've tapped on, those students have to raise their hands up. This student, this one, this one, this one, this student, they have to have their hands raised up. Okay. Now, when the students sitting down now hear the word heads up, now they have to raise up their head and then open their eyes. Now, when they do that, these 5 students standing here, we ask, how is the weather? Okay. Now, the students that were tapped will stand up, and then they have to guess which of the students tapped them. Okay. For example, if this student here says it's sunny, of course, it wasn't the person with the sunny flashcard that tapped on him or her. It was the student with the cloudy flashcards. Okay. Then the student here will reply, no. Then they will ask again, how is the weather? So these students, they will now take turn to guess who tapped on their shoulders. Okay. Now, if they guess right, they will switch position. For example, if this student with the is Sunny, say, if this student sitting down here, when they ask how is the weather, and the student here says it's sunny, if this student gets it right, this student and this student will switch position. This person will go back to the seat, and the person that gets right will take the position and collect the flashcard. Okay. Now, this game is going to continue like that until the other student will guess right who tap them on their shoulders. Okay. So you can allow this game to run a little longer, depending on how many minutes you have left. Okay. um Now, this particular game can also be, you can adapt it for the fifth graders. Like, where do you want to go? I want to go to. You give them the different countries and flashcards. Okay. In this case, since they have to learn names of countries and there are so many of them, they have to learn. So pick on seven. Give the students this time around. It's now like 8 up, 7 up, because the students that will volunteer themselves to come out are 7 in numbers. Okay. The rule, like I explained before, is the same. So if the target is where do you want to go, they will ask, the O 7 students will ask, where do you want to go? And the other students that were tapped, we have to say, I want to go to America. If they guess correct, they will switch position. If not, uh, nothing. The student will sit down. Okay. Now, this game, you can also adapt it for your junior high school. Uh, like, for example, if you give them a present tense card, usually I make small card, well, big enough for those at the back to see. So if they have go, play, sleep, read, jump, see, enjoy, so the same rules as previous apply. Okay. Or you can have the cards to be in the past tense, or you can also tell them those cards the students have, they have to change it either to the past tense or the participle, depending on what you want to, whatever it is that you decide to do. Okay. So that is that. And to end the lesson, students always make write on, they have a comment sheet they call furikari sheet. So they have to write it and then make comments and reflect on the lesson. Okay. So I hope you'll be able to use this game in your classroom. If you do, please tell me how it went and let me know. Thank you.